Look.
Listen.
Taylor.
Welcome to episode 200 of the Look, Listen Cast. That's not a milestone number, so don't get excited. Nothing special for you. Nothing special about 200. 250? Maybe. Episode 500? Okay. Episode 1000? Sure, of course. But
Maybe.
200? Nothing.
I'm thinking episode 800. Big ol' celebration.
Okay, everybody mark your calendars. Episode 800 of this podcast. We'll do something special.
Wait, you're telling me we've done 200 of these things?
You're telling me? Yes.
I thought you were going to say, wait, you're telling me we have to do 600 more of these things.
Yeah, that's not happening.
All right, guys, today we're discussing the the Pokemon Horizons anime. It's episode 138 today, the second episode of Wonder Voyage, a season I love. Does Geese Peep love? Does Taylor love? We'll soon find out. Geese Peep,
love is
yourself.
A strong word. There's only been 2 episodes.
And they're all wonderful. Taylor, is Taylor here? Do I hear
Yes.
Taylor? Taylor, before
Yes.
we move on, Taylor, before
Yes.
we move on to our first segment of the week, which is Geese the Week, What You've Been Peeps, I'm going to need Taylor to tell me what happened last time on Pokes.
Previously on Pokemon.
In English.
Previously on Pokemon. The gang caught and released a Feebas.
That's incredible.
And found what they're going to do for until the next anime starts.
Until Winds and Waves comes out. Please, one of yous, tell me the name of this week's episode in English, episode 138.
Enter the fake rising Voltaglers?
Or in Japanese, 偽ライジングボルテッカーズ登場. All right, everybody, calm yourself. I know you're shaking with excitement because Wonder Voyage is that good. But before we discuss Wonder Voyage, we have to discuss what we've done this week. Taylor, in this week's What You Been Geesin' Peep of the Week, what have you been up to, Geesin' Peep? What'd you watch or play or do? Please, Taylor, take it away.
I wasn't here last week due to Mexico. I went to Tulum and Cancun. I went crazy with cenotes. I did a cavern dive that turned into a cave dive.
Oh my God, Taylor!
We walked down a cave.
I've been reading a lot of Berserk, the manga, and I was reading it on the way back from Mexico. It is a very adult-oriented manga. Should you be reading it on a gigantic screen on your iPad Pro Max 13, whatever? No.
What if there's a child?
My friend walks all the way back down the plane, and I notice him, and he said, "Dude, what are you reading?" And I was like, "Oh no." Meanwhile, I've been trying to tab through this entire scene, just thinking, okay, I get it. These two love each other. No dialogue. I'm done. There were too many pages. Too many pages. And he said, "There's kids on this plane," and I was like, "Great."
Taylor, can we circle back to Mexico? Did you see any cool gamers?
Not only did I see gamers, but there were iguanas everywhere. We did a bunch of zipline stuff, a bunch of jumping from high places stuff, learned free diving.
It sounds like a miracle you didn't get injured.
Well, okay. Let me tell you about spearfishing.
Oh my God. Spearfishing!
It's my first time spearfishing. I got brand new free diving fins. I remember I did mini spearfishing in Turkey a year or two ago.
Everybody name me one person who doesn't remember.
I killed the 2 lionfish. I saved the whole ocean, Geese.
That's right.
I don't know.
I hate lionfish. If you see a lionfish, kill it. Most places are like that. There's some places like out off of India where they're native, but everywhere else they just invade and eat eggs, so it just instantly destroys an ecosystem. It's not like traditionally invasive. Anyway, that guy was like, "You're great at free diving," so I was like, "I'll go on a spearfishing trip. That's fine." So we drive 45 minutes to this dock, not doctor, boat dock. I'm talking to this guy who's like, "I'm gonna give you a little free diving course, and I'm gonna teach you how to load a spear gun." And I'm very into knowing what I'm doing in this situation because I don't want to be the one that's making the group drag behind, right? I'm talking to this guy and I'm like, "Can you walk me through loading this thing?" And he said, no, it's really simple. And I said, "I've never done this. You need to make it to where they aren't sitting there waiting for me to not shoot myself with a spear. Like, I don't want to be taking up anybody's time here." And he was like, okay, sure. So we get through. I do all my practice loads. It's like the beginning of the movie Mars Attacks, where I'm sitting there blindfolded trying to load up the spear and everything. So we get on the boat. Before my Mexico trip, I had helped my mom repair her garage door. And at one point I slipped and my right toenail on my big toe is just gone. Just totally just mangled, real rough. But it's kind of healing. I can mostly put pressure on it at this point. So I get onto the boat. Not a big boat. They tell us, hey, just so you know, it's a little bit choppy today.
Oh my
God. The boat ride is like 15 minutes out there, and you're going to be in the water the rest of the time. So there's 6 of us in our group. It's 3 couples, and then there are 2 Mexican boys that have been doing this since they were
knee-high to a grasshopper?
8, just sitting there with their little spears and just saying, oh yeah, we do this all the time. And I'm like, okay, that's awesome. So as soon as we leave the dock, the waves are about 7 feet tall. It is awful. I mean, boat just ramming up, slamming down. I was told it wasn't going to be bad, so I didn't take any Dramamine. I didn't have a patch. I'm getting so motion sick. And I think, okay, good. When we stop, I'm going to jump in the water and I'm going to be fine. As soon as we anchor, there'll be a little more stability. It's good. Not that kind of dive, apparently. No anchor, just a drift dive. So my friend takes out his DPV, which is I think, deep propulsion vehicle, but it's basically an underwater scooter, drops it on my toe.
Oh!
My foot is just dead. I'm vombo like crazy. Half of the people on the boat are vomboing like crazy.
Oh my God.
I'm to the point where I can't stabilize myself on this tiny boat enough to get all of my stuff on, and I'm getting seasick. So there's no escape. I eventually managed to get my freediving fin on, just overcoming this wild pain in my foot. And I just jump off the water. No spear gun, just mask, snorkel, fins, weights. I'm good. I get off the boat. Guess what? When the waves are 7 feet tall, you still have seasickness. It's still a thing. So I was vomboing for about 4 hours straight.
Oh my God.
At one point, Guncan was holding on to a buoy. She was throwing up everywhere. I'm trying to comfort her.
Oh my God,
saying,
Taylor.
It's okay, I'm here, because she's having a panic attack while she's getting sick.
In her defense, what a time to have a panic attack. I've never heard of a more appropriate time.
Oh, 100%. That's why I kept trying to reassure her. I wasn't like angry. I'm throwing up, trying to comfort her while she's throwing up, because the buoys aren't buoyant enough to prevent the waves from going over our heads. So I can't even take a deep enough breath to get via buoy to get over and throw up. Our friend is swimming under us trying to get fish. There are no fish in this part of the sea because the fish are probably all seasick. I do my little checkout dive between vomiting and broken foot. Dive instructor, good news, everybody. Dive instructor says, wow, you were down there for like a minute or more. You're better than I am. Turns out I can hold my breath for 3 minutes. So that's fun. We turn the dive around. My friend hits himself in the face with his spear, starts yelling at somebody that's not anywhere near him. Just saying, who did that? Who has your spear up? Turns out it was his own spear. So he was laughing about that later. Anyway, it was not great. I did injure myself and I couldn't walk for 2 days.
Well,
oh my God.
Avoid the sea. I always say it.
It was one of the worst experiences I've ever had.
Yeah, that's a night. You've described my actual nightmare.
It's so bad. No one even got any fish.
I've heard so many tales like that of just people on boats unbelievably sick for hours and hours and hours. And couldn't be me. You're not going to catch me doing that.
The problem with it was, had anybody told me that that was going to be a possibility, I would have prepared for it. I would have taken Dramamine, I would have put on a patch, and I would have been A-okay. But they were just like, on the way where we're loading our gear onto this boat, they're like, oh yeah, it's a little choppy. It was not a little choppy. It was a tempestuous death zone. That was what was in front of the shore over there. I wasn't even looking for sharks. It's an area that's very famous with bull sharks, and I was like, I don't care. My body doesn't care about safety right now.
Very sick.
Terrible.
Well, that's fun. Do you want to talk about obsession, maybe? Is that better than the sea?
Significantly. I saw that last night, and it was wonderful. What a good movie.
It's interesting. I've seen it, and I think I never mentioned it on this podcast. It's way better than a lot of those goofball horror movies I've watched the last few months. It was better. It's probably better than Hokum.
Definitely better than Hokum.
It's definitely better than the one that I don't even remember the title of it, where there's their podcaster in her house. That one was boring compared to this one.
That was like Sound Waves or
something like
Pulse.
That, yeah.
Something deep Pulse.
Long-time viewers will know. Why don't you just check back? I mentioned it. Yeah, Obsession was a fun time. It's interesting. Did you get kind of It Follows vibes from it, where you just have these little... I mean, my main problem with that movie, I guess, is that it all falls apart as soon as you think, oh, wait, we just live in a world where this magic is possible. The world would explode within a day.
So that didn't really get to me very much, because I'm willing to believe that enough people overlook stuff like that. I liked that magic was in the universe a known thing, and people are like, oh, yeah. Like when he called the number and they knew exactly who he was. I like that. That's kind of fun. The thing that actually broke it for me was the sound. So the sound was just way overtuned, super loud. Jump scares way too aggressive and way too random. So you had these moments where you would just be sitting there and something startling would happen, and it makes sense contextually, but it didn't leave a lot of... The whole movie was tense because of that. And not because I was afraid, not because I was afraid of being scared. I was afraid of being surprised.
That's interesting. Well, what did you see it at your normal theater that normally has good sound?
No, I saw it at a downtown viewing because everything was sold out. Eric loved it too.
I don't remember having any audio issues in my screening.
To be fair, Michael likes it really loud. Likes his movies really loud in his surround sound. And when I go to the movies, I'm always like, too loud.
Yeah, it happens quite often. It's yeah, I mean, I thought it was a really good... The performances were incredible. The editing worked better than I thought it would. The lighting was incredible. The story that it was telling was really fun. Very, very worth your time. Just a nice, fun horror movie.
I can't wait to read the synopsis and not watch the movie because it's too spooky.
You can't handle any of these.
Oh, the ending was so good. It was just so good. Well, Geese, you're not going to watch it. It's brief spoilers.
Don't spoil it because I'm going to read the plot.
But it was good. I recommend it to anybody who likes horror. Just maybe look up the jump scare timing because they are very intrusive, and I think the movie is going to be more enjoyable upon a second viewing where I'm not constantly worried about a loud noise.
Huh. Yeah, I didn't really have that issue. Okay, speaking of horror movies, Taylor, may I move on to the Backrooms, or did you have more to discuss?
I had more. Because it's been 2 weeks. I finished the Golden Age arc, and I got to the Eclipse in Berserk. So a lot of people online will mention the Eclipse as like one of the most traumatizing events, whatever. I didn't think it was that bad. Maybe was it because I had already built it up in my mind and tempered my expectations? Perhaps. What Eric told me is that I am way too desensitized. And I said, what do you mean? We came out of Evil Dead Rise a long time ago, and he said, I came out and I said, oh, I'm surprised it wasn't that gory. And Eric said it's one of the goriest movies he's ever seen. So
really?
I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. I decided that I was going to watch the Berserk 1997 anime. Oh, I'm surprised it has any fans. Like any sincere fans, people always talking about, oh, Guts' theme is just, it hits me to the core. It's one of the silliest things in the world. The dubbing is so bad. They cut a lot of weird stuff out of the story, but I understand why. Color is very good, but otherwise, I don't know how people get into it.
All right, everybody, you can watch Obsession. Don't watch Berserk.
Or do, for a good time.
No, Taylor, don't lie.
I mean, I'm laughing about it constantly. I'm always talking about how many Bazoosos strong an army is now.
None of these words mean anything to me.
That's fine. Somebody will know what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor, may I discuss Backrooms now?
Please do, because that's also on my list.
Yeah, it's definitely worth seeing. Are you familiar at all with the lore of Backrooms, how it started as a little 4chan post, and then there's a YouTube series, and it's like the liminal space, whole weird feeling stuff?
I've seen a lot of like GIFs featuring the Backrooms, and I know that it's like some kind of alternate space, dimension, time situation, correct?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you can definitely see the influences from House of Leaves, or some people are saying Severance, which, okay, I guess so. But there's millions of things that are very similar to this. I would even say there's Silent Hill. A lot of movies I watch lately, it's just, we're doing more Silent Hill stuff. But yeah, there's definitely Silent Hill stuff here. But I'm trying to think more House of Leaves. So things where you go into never-ending worlds kind of thing. Some people are saying Toys, the early 90s toy Robin Williams film that I never saw, which is apparently really bad, but now I want to see.
Huh.
This is an interesting movie. I didn't know what to think of it. I'm not going to harp on this, but I saw it in San Diego. Horrible crowd in San Diego. Say what you want about Los Angeles. At least the people over here respect film. Over there, it's just people talking and playing on their phone and taking their shoes off and putting their feet up all over the place. And it was a horrible watching experience. But the movie itself, I enjoyed. I want so much more of it. It scratches this weird, creepy, spooky, early internet itch that I really love. And I came to the conclusion watching that movie, I don't think you can do a horror series. I think horror has to be a movie. And going off of that, I think you can't even really do horror movie sequels because you can't just keep being scared for that long. Does that make sense?
I think horror makes most sense if it's a show in the way that, like, the X-Files would present it, where it would be a monster of the week.
Yeah.
It's very funny I say that, though, because when I finished watching the movie, it ends, and you know me, I dislike almost every ending of every movie I see. I think endings are very difficult to do, and I don't think most films have good endings.
Obsession had a great ending.
It was okay.
I loved it.
Backrooms, it ends, and I think, I feel like this would be better as a huge video game that takes 100 hours to beat and just keeps adding more content, because that's I mean, this isn't huge spoilers, but the idea of Backrooms, I think maybe it's infinite, or it can keep going, or it's like just spooky office rooms and things that don't make sense. And it's the vibes are off the chart. Immaculate. The vibes are great.
Like a Control, or...
Yes, thank you for saying Control. It's very Control as well, yes. But this concept has been around for a very, very long time. But a lot of pieces of media take from this idea of... You could even maybe say like a Doctor Who, like something bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
Or Twilight Zone. I mean, that's kind of what Obsession is definitely Twilight Zone.
Yes. It's all that. Just throw all that together. YouTuber directs it. This young kid... but he directed the YouTube stuff, and it's a good watch. It's worth watching. Am I a little disappointed? Maybe, but I just want so much more, which is funny that I say I think it can only be one movie, but now I just want a million more movies or a giant video game. I just want to explore this spooky world more. One thing I didn't mention, I hope this is not a spoiler, but one thing that is also neat about Backrooms is... you're invested in the mystery of it as well. Like we're watching a Lost. Lost, for instance. So you're like, what created this? What is it? You know, that kind of stuff. So that is a fun part of it as well. Yeah. All right, Geese Peep, I believe it's probably your turn for Geese of the Week. What you been, Peeps? Why don't you take it away?
All right. We went to a diner. What was it called? Melby's Diner? Melby from Spice Girls. Wait, Mel and Dave, Mel...
Yeah.
Melvin
Macbeth.
Max and Helen's Diner. And that was good. You had a really good waffle.
Incredible waffle, girls. They put this maple butter on it. C'est magnifique, as the Germans would say.
I saw two people go through a breakup, and there was crying, and then one of the Property Brothers was there. So
Taylor loves the Property Brothers.
Like one of the people who owned it?
Milton Bradley.
Oh my God. How do you guys not know who the Property Brothers are?
The guy with the monocle.
On HGTV?
I would love to see a poll of who knows who the Property What on earth? The Property Brothers?
The Parker Brothers.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody get ready. It's the boat captain. You know him.
Oh, like Sonny Jim.
Yeah, sure.
And the cereal mascot with the cave.
And then we went to San Diego where
we're not going to tell me who the Property Brothers are?
Oh, okay. They have a show on HGTV where they, one of the brothers does construction and the other one does the interior design.
Obviously.
One of them is married to Zooey Deschanel, but the one I saw was not that one.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
Anyway, it was yummy, but expensive. And yeah, then we went to San Diego where we got some burritos. I think I've decided that my favorite one is the
Rigobertos.
The Rigobertos burrito, self-named, because I like the enchilada sauce in it. I think it really elevates it.
My favorite California burrito, of course, is Ortiz's Taco Shop on Voltaire Street in San Diego. Incredible.
I like, there are a few that I really like, but nothing's going to compare to a Mission burrito. Just any Mission burrito.
I've never had a good Mission burrito, but I love all the California burritos pretty much in San Diego. Please continue.
San Diego does better. I feel so bad saying this, but Los Angeles does not have good burritos compared to San Francisco and San Diego.
That's not their thing. They're more for tacos.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
I wanted to go snorkeling with the sea lions at the Cove, but it was too hazardous, apparently. So I ended up going in front of the marine room and snorkeling.
With the troops.
Yeah. Snorkeling where all the leopard sharks kind of hang out. The conditions weren't great, but I did see several leopard sharks, so.
Oh, yeah. This is the time of year. Like, they're everywhere. When you say hazardous, what do you mean?
There was too many waves and there was like no visibility. If
only whoever had been dealing with San Diego was dealing with Mexico.
Well, I was confused because I checked the surf predictions and it said, oh, it'd be really bad for surfing because there's low wave energy. And I was like, perfect, let's go snorkeling. But apparently, I don't know the disconnect between that, but I don't know.
Probably one is offshore and one is by shore.
I guess. I don't know. What else did we do? San Diego. I looked at a lot of birds, saw a lot of birds. We went to Balboa Park. There was a crow that got injured and I had to call the Humane Society to come pick it up.
No.
We went to a cave. We went down. We paid a bunch of dollars to walk down to see a cave.
It's a rip-up, but what are you going to do? Sonny Jim is a character in Twin Peaks The Return. I now know what that name is from. It was a cereal mascot, and we went to a cave that looks like Sonny Jim, a retired cereal mascot.
Did you go through a
gift shop? Yes,
a gift shop into a stairwell? Yes. I almost did that, and then I looked up what it was, and I was like, "Oh no, we're not doing that." Actually, we took an Uber to get over there, and Gun Can is getting out of the back with all of our bags. And Uber driver just says, I don't want to park here, and floors it with her halfway out of the car, and she tumbles down. Oh, ridiculous.
San Diego uwu jobbers are a different breed, I'll tell you that much.
We've had some really good ones, though.
We have, but they always have like I told Geese Peep, they always have a quirk. They always have a weird sign or offer you some strange food, or we'll talk to you and they'll be very kind, and you'll have a full conversation with wonderful people. All right, is anybody prepared for Poké-news?
Poké-news of the week.
News of the week. Because the designs for the new Pokemon Jets, Red and Green, have been officially revealed and will go into service later this year on all Nippon Airways. Look at those beautiful Pokemon Jets. Thank you, Sarah B, for that. This commenter wants to fly the Tepig plane. Also, we have now revealed this is appropriate for today's episode we watched. We've revealed the abilities for Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y. Taylor, because of course, why? Were we just getting this now? The Legends games don't have abilities. So now we know the Megas, they have Mega Raichu X has Electric Surge and Mega Raichu Y has no guard. Very important, very sick. Also, from Sarah B, we the 30th anniversary Pokemon TCG has been announced. So Have fun battling the scalpers for that. Is there anybody in this world who is prepared to discuss an episode of Pokemon? Just me. All right, let's... Oh, Taylor's ready.
I'm raising my hand.
Look, he's ready to talk. One more time. Somebody please, in English, tell me the name of this week's episode of Pokemon. Pokemon. Pokémonster.
Enter the fake rising Voltaclers?
Or in Japanese,偽ライジングボルテッカーズ登場. Geese Peep, can I get a one-sentence synopsis, please?
Family of fans in their van trying their hand at being the rising Voltaclers.
Wow. So true. We open as we ended last week, Taylor. That's right. We got Roy flying, piloting the brave Olivine. All the Pokemon in here just goofing around. But I believe Dot is on the computer, Taylor.
Finally.
Yeah,
I really liked last episode how they were kind of talking amongst themselves about what to do now that they saved the world. I like that. I wish it had taken up the entire episode, but
yeah,
very excited about this series.
It's going to be so good. I love this season. Dot is reading some news articles online, and it appears that the Rising Voltaclers have been spotted just flying around doing good deeds. That's interesting because these Rising Voltaclers have just been goofing off and relaxing. I mean, they saw Phoebus one time, but other than that, they've been homebodies, so I don't know what this is all about. Taylor, Geese Peep, I gotta right off the bat tell you how great the music in this episode is. It's incredible. It's so good. All through this episode, we got remixes going. We got sick, mysterious little beats. I'm having the time of my life. Now, here's the thing. I think Ult, maybe he's not a fan of this whole doppelganger situation. But, I mean, they're helping people out. So, I mean, what's the big deal?
I get it, because, like, what if they decide to no longer do that? It's
exactly.
What if they turn evil? It's like all the people naming their kids Khaleesi. Am I right, Taylor? Spoilers.
Exactly.
Then we get a theme song. We're back in the theme song. Golly, we even got good music in the little title screen where Liko says the name of the episode. It's got sick Toby Fox going. So good. All right, so now we get a scene of Liko, Dot, and Roy, Ult probably, who knows. They're asking these people all around the village what they know of these Rising Voltaclers. And we see a Psyduck, a little Oshawott, and a pool-type deal fountain majigger thing. Now, here's what we learn after talking to all these villagers.
Yes.
These guys sound great. This is not a problem. They're just helping people, saving
everybody's incredibly excited about it.
And so everybody says, yeah, I think they're, kind of over there. That's where we spotted the brave Olivine, the quote-unquote brave Olivine.
They helped find my Pokemon. They cleaned up the trash.
Wow. What great. Sounds like the Royal Raiders. Am I right, Taylor?
It is.
They're always helping people find their Pokemon. So then they walk into the forest towards where they should be, and we get a funny scene now where we find out that Ult has broken off from the group to search by himself for these doppelgangers, and we see him jump out of a bush towards Liko and Roy Prime, and then accuses the real Liko and Roy of being the doppelgangers.
The scene of Sableye, like, pointing, like, at all the other pokes is so funny.
I'll tell you right now, this scene had me... First of all, I had to rewind it several times because I thought I missed something. But it's so funny. It's so funny. Funniest moment of this season. Him just assuming that people using their names must look exactly like them is hysterical to me.
They argue for a while in a very fun scene, but eventually everyone notices in the background, my God, is that the fake Brave Olivine? Is that the fake salami right there? Kind of looks like our ship a little bit.
Ew, fake salami.
Yeah, don't eat fake salami, guys.
Only get the real stuff.
I'm going to say it again. What a fun season. We have so much cartoon business just everywhere. Looney Tunes movements between the rocks with the kids and the Pokemon going bloop, bloop, bloop.
I loved how
around.
the Pokemon followed them exactly.
It's so good. So eventually they work their way towards the fake Brave Olivine, and it appears to be an RV, just a Vanzon, Geese Peep, with, was that just a balloon above it? I don't know. Can you go in there?
I think they implied that they also can, stay in there.
Very sick. It's much smaller than the real Brave Olivine, but it's, it's a fun little...
Yeah, it's fine.
Recreation. It's fun. And out of nowhere, a fake Liko comes out. A grown woman We see, I think she has a face mask at one point, but when she walks out, she's not wearing it. And then we see a big man dressed as Dot. And then there's a little boy who looks like Roy and a fake Captain Pikachu, and they're all holding berries. And
so good.
These doppelgangers rush up to the real Rising Bolt tacklers. They're the biggest fans in the world. They want autographs. They want handshakes. The works. Please, we love you guys. Now then. I'm aware that we had a good thing going here, and I know you two are going to want to take off 5 points. Yes. Does Pikachu sneeze? Yes. Do they linger on it? No. Do they harp on it? No.
It was well presented.
The doppelgangers call Pikachu cute. He sneezes. We move on. Nobody needs to take off a point. It's fine.
Well, that's the right way to do it.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Geese people, it's hysterical. Ult being offended that he is not represented.
That is funny. And the fact that the little baby's wearing the Sableye costume is so cute.
Cute.
Achoo. What a wonderful scene. Ult complaining that he's not represented. So they say, no big deal, Ult. I've taken my infant and put it in a Sableye outfit just for you.
I want to see a real life baby in that outfit.
Oh, my God.
So you're going to say, I want to see a real Sableye.
Please! So we learned something interesting in this scene. Apparently, people are saying that Mighty G saved the world, but true gamers know that it was really Liko, Dot, and Roy.
Yeah, I was a little confused by that.
And Ult?
They kind of implied that, though. And when it happened.
Maybe I was asleep back then. I don't know.
I didn't remember that at all.
I don't know. But, well, anyway, the fakers, they pull out little cheering fans with Rising Voltacular faces on them, and it's not an episode of Pokemon Taylor without a battle. And I believe Kid Roy wants a battle. Ult can't wait to battle. He's pumped. He loves battling, honestly. Go, Beanie the Pikachu! And we see a little closer look at their Pikachu, who has a very adorable cap that looks, it's like, you can tell it's not the actual Captain Pikachu cap, but they tried.
Before we go into battle, like, they explain how they've come to be this way.
Mm-hmm.
That, like, the oldest son became a fan, and then the rest of the family became big fans. And then they decided that they wanted to be like the Rising Voltaclers and go on big adventures.
Tale as old as time.
It's incredibly strange seeing this dynamic where it's two parents, one child, they decide to be doppelgangers. Normally you would see one parent relenting by like 5 kids and being like, this makes them happy. It's all I can do. We're just rolling with it. But in this one, the mom and dad are like, yes, let's pretend to be them.
Yeah.
These parents are so supportive.
They love their children.
Little too supportive.
Well, now we're going to get a really cute scene. The infant grabs a Pokeball and throws out a Pichu. Good stuff. Captain Pikachu is going to referee the battle, and here we go. Beanie, of course, is the fake Captain Pikachu's name. Mm-hmm. Wild Charge, Beanie. Magical Leaf, Meowscarada. Man, these Pikachus are so good. They hit so fast. Golly. Sableye, use Shadow Sneak. Raichu, Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolt's so bright, it destroys the shadow. I didn't even know you could do that. But
yeah, that seems kind of a stretch, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, it is a shadow. What is a shadow but an absence of light, Taylor? Good point.
Exactly. What is presence?
But then, Santa Claus. Then we get a sick battle music with fake Captain Pikachu trying to Wild Volt Quackball, but then Quackball dances out of the way, so then Raichu catches Pikachu with its tail and throws Pikachu back towards Skeledirge, but then Skeledirge dodges, so then the other Raichu catches, and they go back and forth. It's actually very sick, the idea of 2 Raichu throwing a Pikachu back and forth.
I have a hot take.
Yes.
I actually really like this battle.
It's fun.
It was interesting, and it kind of showed more about the characters, and yeah, I thought it was really good. And I thought it added to the plot.
It was, I was really worried about it because I was like, oh, wow, they just beat the big bad crystal that was going to take over the world, and now they're immediately having a problem with this random family. But it was kind of cool. One, I get it. They lost all their Pokemon that were actually doing the heavy lifting in that. And they didn't bring out their Megas. But it was also sick because of how quickly they adapted.
Also, on that note, spoilers, there is a very funny line from Roy later where Roy says, you know this is the Skeledirge that beat Rayquaza, right? I think you'll be okay. Ult says, now back to the battle. Ult says, we got to take out those Raichus. Kid Roy says, Thunder, Beanie, Quackaball, protect everyone with an aqua cutter. Oh my God, the doppelgangers are so impressed. They can't stop showering the kids with compliments. And the Rising Bull Tacklers are not sure how to react to that, actually. They're not, okay, thanks. I mean, Ult says, that kind of throws me off if you're just complimenting me during the battle. I don't know what to do. Wave Crash, Quackaball. But before Quackaball can even get his move started, tiny little baby Pichu just walks right up. Does it use a baby doll eyes? Perhaps. Because Quackaball starts to dance for the baby to entertain it. And then Pichu climbs up Quackaball, and it looks nice and sweet. But Pichu, of course, shocks it and then runs off adorably. So,
I really like this. This was cute and funny and clever way of doing battle.
There you go.
I wish the Pichu had a tiny hat.
Yeah, I wish that for every single Pichu and every single small Pokemon, to be honest.
So you should see the skin I use in Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, I was about to bring it up. Wild Charge, Beanie. Raichu start tail tossing again. Quackaball goes for the attack with the Area 0 music, but Beanie goes to Iron Tail him. Luckily, Meowscarada uses a Trick Flower, so Beanie is stopped. Skeleturge, disarming voice. Oh no, Pichu's coming again for Quackaball. Sableye, confuse Ray that Pichu. Great job. Now Quackaball, Wave Crash, Thunderbolt Raichu. Quackaball breaks through the Thunderbolt. It's incredible, and they knock out Beanie. Okay, so now we think, great. What a fun battle. It must be over.
We did it.
How could you get any more sick than that?
Impossible. It's not possible.
Geese Peep, how about I tell you? Mom and Papa decide it's serious time. And you know what they're going to pull out?
What?
Their Mega Rinks.
Holy moly.
I love this so much. And I love the fact that they chose to animate the mom taking off her baby.
Her wedding band?
Yeah.
No, the baby from like the baby holder and putting it down and being like, and now it's time for mommy and daddy. It was funny.
Captain Pikachu can't believe it. We really are going to get Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y right now in this anime. Episode 2. It's time for a commercial break. We're back from the commercial break, and Ult says, oh man, I love these guys.
Wait, also, we need to take a second to remind everyone that when the Captain Pikachu fake Beanie, when Beanie gets knocked out, the parents are so supportive of their son.
Oh yeah,
like,
you did
such a great job. Good job. I like it. It's cute, and I think more children's shows should show parents being really supportive like that.
They should. Well, back in the battle. Low kick, throat chop, thunder, wild charge, stomping tantrum. Oh man, these Raichu are so strong. Quackaball and Sableye are dunzo. They got knocked out so quick, and now, Taylor, it's a 2v2. We got two Raichus, goodness. We got a Skeleturge, we got a Meowscarada. That's all we got.
I love how the little boy fake Roy, he's jumping up and down when his parents knock out Quackaball and Sableye. It was cute because it was a realistic depiction of a child like reacting like that. I thought that was cute.
So then we get a magical leaf and a flamethrower. You know, bog standard attack.
Yeah, normal. Not even a big magical leaf. Not a really big magical leaf.
Reasonably sized magical leaf. Then what we get is Mega Raichu Y jumping on top of Mega Raichu X, and then they just start flying in the air. And boy, is it sick.
I was laughing a little bit that they just flew off into the distance.
Yeah, I mean, if you play Legends ZA, the DLC, you see Mega Raichu X can fly, so shouts out.
Spoilers.
Now, the Rising Bull Tacklers, they can't believe this. They're pretty impressed. I mean, Liko thinks, they're flying. I mean, I can still hit it with a Magical Leaf, but it's still pretty sick, honestly. Magical Leaf, Iron Tail, Thunder. Thank goodness Taylor Dot has a plan. The plan, of course, is a secret to the audience, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. You love when they pull this number.
A couple of seconds later. It's interesting.
Yeah, they've done this before. It's been a few seasons, but I recall where they jump forward in time and then they do a flashback to something we didn't see. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit silly.
They think they're being clever.
Other shows do it too.
Oh, yeah? Name one.
I mean, so many. It just happened in Lost. I'm watching Lost with Guncan right now, and it just happened.
I'll believe it.
Never mind. I shouldn't say this exact thing just happened, but we planned this out earlier.
We're good. All right, here's the brilliant plan, by the way, that we didn't get to hear. Skeleturge, use a torch song right in between him. Meowscarada, use Trick Flower. Okay, great. Now we got the Phoenix chasing around Mega Raichu X in the skies. There's an Iron Tail, but Meowscarada uses Quick Attack. Thunder. Oh my God, we're such geniuses. The whole time this was all a ruse, Taylor. We got Mega Raichus flying around. Meanwhile, Meowscarada ties up Mega Raichu Y's tail with her piano wire, since Dot, of course, noticed that it uses that to charge up. By the way, if you pay attention to the music here, it's a very sick remix of the Pokemon Horizons theme track kind of thing. Rising Ball Tacklers, very good, very good.
I really liked it. It was like, I don't know if this is the right comparison, like almost Castlevania or like retro video game.
Yeah, it was good.
It's cool because they needed to do some sort of remix because they're fighting their doppelgangers.
Makes sense. Thunderbolt, Magical Leaf. Mega Raichu Y is knocked out. He's unmega'd, so X attacks, and he's so fast. Wild Charge! Or Wild... Is that what it's called in English? Wild Charge? Skeleturge, take that hit! And while you do that, Meowscarada, Magical Leaf, Flamethrower, the other Raichu's knocked out. We did it! The real Rising Voltaclers win. By the way, I'm going to just tell you now, this battle is really good. I didn't do a great job making it sound sick, but you should watch this battle because it looks sick in real life.
And it's fun.
In IRL life. Then Roy brings up what I said earlier, which is very funny, which is, again, we beat Rayquaza, so we can beat a couple
We just saved the world like 2 weeks ago.
I think we're good. And then the doppelgangers say, thanks for the battle, guys. Yeah, and then the kid says, yeah, my parents, they used to be elite trainers. They went to Pokemon League. They're really good at battling.
Which is cool.
And I said, that checks out.
It does.
Hey.
Well, no, Dot asked, like, yeah, you guys are good. Who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
And they were like, ooh, we were trainers.
Really good trainer.
Yeah.
It's just, my goodness.
They'd be battling you on Victory Road or something. Then we get a great shot of all the Pokemon dancing around, goofing around, and then we get the big... giant explanation scene. Turns out this was all a big misunderstanding. The doppelgangers didn't realize that people thought they were the real ones. And they say, the little boy says, do we have to stop pretending to be them? And Roy says, no, it's okay. You can keep pretending to be us.
Roy says that.
Oh, because of Japanese copyright law?
Yeah, and then the theme song. But the thing I thought he was going to say is you should embrace your own identity instead of just trying to be us.
Yeah, that's what I also thought.
That would have been a great message for kids.
Here's how I see it. Kids go through phases, so maybe once he grows out of Rising Voltaclers, he'll find somebody new to dress up as. And
like some proper social security identity theft?
Yeah, like he'll be the Explorers. He'll be, Amethyr.
Catch me if you can.
And then we get a sunset. It's not an episode of Horizons without a sunset, so shouts out. The doppelgangers
better than a gin set.
Wait, what? Oh, got him. Then the doppelgangers drive off in the sunset. Geese. Okay, everybody calm down. I saw a clip of this next scene.
Wait, first we see they have photos in the van, and there's a really cute photo of all of the Raichu and the Pichu, and then Captain Pikachu. It's really cute.
I missed that.
Yeah,
Must have been taking notes too hard.
It was cute. Because we get first the sunset scene of the fake Rising Voltaclers and then the real ones, which is nice.
We're getting a scene here that I saw a clip of on the internet, Taylor. And the second I saw a clip of this, I said, Geese Peep is going to be so upset at this. And I'm not going to pretend that I'm happy about this scene, but I can at least understand this is her little cat, and it's perfectly socially acceptable to have a cat in your lap and pet the cat. That being said, Geese Peep, would you like to explain what Meowscarada does to Liko in this scene?
In a family-friendly podcast.
She's waiting for the dogs to stop barking.
The dogs and the trash truck.
Dogs and trash truck. It's great because if you get one sound, Taylor, the dogs get upset at that sound. And so they get double the sound.
They just carry the grudge for generations.
Can you hear the dogs in trash truck?
I cannot even a little bit hear that.
Okay. No? Well, we see Meowscarada hug Liko as if
For audio listeners, Geese Peep is shaking her head and covering her mouth with her hand.
As if
Very oh my energy.
They are dating. Like, it is a very intimate hug that one of her, I guess, paws is like near, like, her very high up on her stomach. And it's very tender and gross. I would give this episode negative points if I could, just because of this.
Whoa. This is a good episode. I don't know why they animated that, but again, we have to remember that is her little cat that they've known forever.
But they're not little.
You pet the
not
cat.
little anymore.
You can pet a horse, Geese Peep. Am I right, Taylor? Can you not pet a horse?
I wouldn't pet a horse yet, but that's just because horses frighten me.
Yeah, it's so true. You're the wrong person to ask. Well, that scene happens. Also, there was a Ditto watching them. Okay. Shouts out, Wonder Voyage, new character, Navi, Ditto. Here we go. The season's starting. And now we cut to the real brave Olivine, and the Ditto sneaks onto the ship, disguised as who, Geese Peep?
Captain Pikachu.
Oh my god.
And I thought, did the fake Captain Pikachu, did Beanie sneak on board? But
nope.
No.
It was Ditto. And then Ditto, of course, transforms back into its normal form on the hull, or whatever you call that part of the ship.
The hull.
No, the hull. The front where you stand outside. Taylor, please. You're the big ship.
Bow.
Taylor, you're the biggest ship expert in the world. What is he standing on? The bow. The bow.
Yeah.
Moshi.
The opposite would be the pot sticker.
Nice. To be continued. Geese Peep, can you please give us this week's, it's not Mega. We now have Professor Fritos. He's back, so shouts out.
Today, it's Raichu, which is appropriate, and I really hope they continue doing the Pokemons related to the episode that we just watched. Really hope that's true. Anyway, Raichu is a poke of many forms, but do you know which hasn't been discovered yet? Is it A, Alolan, B, Mega Evolution X? Is that the correct term? Mega X? Or C, Gigantamax?
The answer to your question, Geese Peep, I've never seen a Gigantamax Raichu. Have I seen a Gigantamax Pikachu, Taylor? Yes. Not a Raichu.
If someone did find it, that would be pretty cool, and I bet people would want to see that.
It'd be crazy.
Do you think they're Wait, they wouldn't hint that because that was Sword and Shield, right?
Yeah, they would hint that at Dot.
We're not.
We wouldn't. There wouldn't be. They wouldn't do.
Yeah,
it.
They would never do that.
Never. Not in a million years.
And then the animation we get is Dot watching the Alolan Raichu surfing on her iPad, and she turns to Goldago and says, "You would want to surf with him, right?" And he smiles.
Goldango would love to surf with the Alolan Raichu.
I love Goldango.
He's such a wonderful man.
I just wish Goldango was better friends with Mighty G.
Yeah, it'd be so sick.
Yeah, that would be.
They would get along great.
They would love spearfishing waves.
That's so true. All right, next episode, we're getting Ditto causing a bunch of trouble on the Brave Olivine, and I think should be fun. Much like this episode and the episode before. Are you guys excited about next week?
Yeah.
Taylor, you excited? Taylor?
Yes.
Sick.
I've decided.
Wow.
He's made the decision. It's gonna be sick.
I mean, I like this this style that they're going for. Just a little
just fun.
Yeah, exactly. Just having fun.
I had a great time with this episode. You're gonna get such a high score from me.
Me too. I thought it'd be a lot more like meta commentary on Pokemon fans, and I kind of like that. That's not the direction that they went. I liked how this family's dynamic. I thought it was really cute. The battling was actually really interesting and fun, and not something we've seen before. I loved the way that they showed the Bambinos. These children, they had such supportive parents, and they acted like children. And then there was a baby in a Sableye outfit, and then there was the baby gamers.
For audio listeners, Taylor, when Geese Peep spoke Italian, Taylor's face scrunched up and his eyebrows.
I didn't understand what to do with that input. Like, I was trying to understand. Did you just want to say the word Bambino?
I'm always saying Bambino.
Well, that's her new thing. She started this about a month ago. She can't stop saying Bambinos.
Okay, all right. That's fine. Great.
It's my culture, Taylor.
Yeah,
Lay
leave her
off.
alone. Yeah, why don't you eat some borscht, Taylor?
Yeah, Taylor.
What's the other? Some
borscht.
Schnitzel.
Schnitzel.
it was incredibly weird being in Hungary, which there's a lot of Hungry Croatian crossover with their food.
Those guys are always hungry, am I right?
The economy's not great right now.
Well,
yeah,
okay.
You're right.
Well, this episode was great. What?
But it was so weird tasting the food and being like, oh, this brings me back to my childhood.
What a fun episode. So much fun. Very cute. I'm laughing. I'm thinking adorable. Ult, great. The baby Pichu, the infant in the Sableye. We're in the nines. I don't think you could like
the shot.
Even the battle was sick.
The shot of Pichu holding Quackleval's leg and looking up, so adorable.
It's got to be a 9.5 or a 9.6 for me.
I'm giving it a 9.6.
Geese giving
this is close to perfect.
9.
But
what was it missing?
But I'm gonna bring it back down to 9.4 just because of that one shot of
I don't think
Liko.
You took enough points off of it. But what I thought you were gonna say is I'm gonna bring it down to 9.4 just because you said that.
No, I'll do 9.5. It was a wonderful episode. I loved it.
And
what do you think, Taylor?
I mean, I liked it, but I wasn't like actively excited during it. And on paper, it's fantastic. I can't give it below a 9, but I don't want to give it higher than a 9, so I'll just say 9.
9.0. I love it.
I thought you would enjoy this much more, Taylor.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I don't think you know how many JRPGs and how much anime I consume and how many times I've seen the plot line of doppelgangers.
This isn't even our first doppelgangers in Horizon, so I guess.
This particular beat has been done much better than this.
Wow. What?
I'm not even... I gave it a 9. I don't even hand out 9s.
All right. Well, we still liked it. We still think it's a great episode. Everybody watch this episode.
A 9 is a very good score.
That's what I just said. I said we all loved it. Episode 138. Everybody go watch. But before we move on to the wrap up, I do want to say we got a comment, and curious if you agree. This is from last week from Carrie. Carrie thinks that Liko last week should have caught Phoebus in the episode because she decided to release Terapagos, and now she has 3 Pokemon on her team, and it's about time she caught another Pokemon. And Carrie thinks that Melodic would suit Liko's team because of his beauty and elegance.
I agree.
Once it evolves. But that's the sickest Phoebus on the planet, Taylor. So how's it going to get caught?
It's a sick Phoebus. I liked it quite a bit. It's these fun little vignette, this little Mushishi kind of storytelling is great.
Mushishi?
There's my anime of the minute, where it's just a little like, hey, this is what we're doing today.
Yeah.
I am team everybody go in a bake-off. Like, let's go to town. Try to start an item shop. Maybe Molly starts a clinic again.
It'll be sick.
Maybe they go back to Blueberry Academy.
My hopes are rising, much like
the
Infinite Rising.
Voltaclers.
Yes. I enjoyed both these episodes a lot, and I think we're going to keep having fun episodes. So shouts out. Geese Peep, can you throw us over
plate?
Yep. Can you throw us into the wrap-up, please? Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. You can find us at Look Listen Cast. What, Taylor?
Let's go. Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Yeah, I'm ready. Thank you, everyone, for listening.
Fine. Take 2.
This is Geese
Hey,
Peep.
guys. Thanks for listening. You can find us at Look Listen Cast on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. Please like and comment somewhere where you can find us. Also, thank you to Geese for our work. You can find him at twitch.tv/G2.
Shouts out Professor website for the Taylor
Ticklebits
and
the boilerplate.
That's twitch.tv/prof_ticklebits. Please recommend this podcast to, as Taylor likes, nephews, nieces, and neighbors. LookListenCast@gmail.com. Why don't you write an email? You can write a comment, and we'll read it live just for you. Thank you so much. Hey, here's the thing. Somebody might enjoy listening to this, and they don't even know it exists. So please just leave a little like, leave a little comment, and then more people will see it. Am I right? All right.
Shouts out, everybody.
Shouts out every single person. What a great season. Okay, see you next week. We're going to see Ditto. That'll be fun. Very sick. Okay. I'm going to say goodbye. These people need like 5 goodbyes. Please.
Goodbye.
That's something.
Bye.
Howdy, y'all. It's me, Geese Peep. Thank you for listening to the Geese Peep Productions podcast.
Geese Peep Enterprises, doing business as Peep Industries, together with its subsidiaries, is a diversified worldwide entertainment company with operations in media networks, talent management, parks and resorts, multimedia entertainment, and consumer products and interactive media. Geese Peep Enterprises is a Dow 30 company.